Everyone say hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
And it is Rick's turn to give our benediction. Failing that, our recap.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like it's been a while now that we have Lockwood and Marbaka. It takes longer to go around.
It
That's all right
does.
though.
It does. Now that we've opened it up.
For more than 3 people.
Now that we've made it like one Tamriel and ESO. No servers, just everybody in one thing.
Mm-hmm. Everybody, everybody's here.
That's all right. Well, thanks for having me, George. Great to be here. I'll go ahead and start with the recap.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Let's see. Over breakfast the next day after the assassin attack, the party was discussing their plans moving forward. But while we were breakfasting, two new faces entered the inn. They were not more assassins, or if they were, they're playing the long game, because it was a blast from the past, Fatima and Ahmed, who our longtime listeners will know is the widow of Nadir and the father of Nadir. Now, Ahmed we saw back way in, I believe, let me scroll up to my notes to see the name of the city. Ankeret.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a while since we've seen him, and he probably does not recognize anyone. But Fatima, we saw her. She sort of stepped out of a sort of mural in a tomb, so she probably there's more to her than would seem. But she sort of
Yes.
asked us to play it cool in not so many words. Did you have an interjection there, George?
No, I was backing you up on there. There may be more to Fatima than you know.
That's true. She blue skidooed right out of the wall. It's pretty cool.
And then when she saw you guys, she was giving you a look like, "Oh hey, don't mention anything around Ahmed." Yeah.
Don't be a narc. Yep. Taj picked up what she was putting down, and he kind of explained to Ahmed and Fatima that the original group that left off on the adventure, which would be Will, Morgan, Ranger 4, Larissa, and Johan, all of them are gone, either dead or have moved on to other things. So, unfortunate. But they did carry on the original mission. Other people picked up the torch and brought it all the way home. And by it, I mean the head of Hassan Kazi, the original antagonist, who is now dead. And we sort of cashed that in with Ahmed. He paid a nice bounty, courtesy of the Sultan. So that was good. But he explained that Taj explained they were carrying on the mission to defeat the rest of the Dune Lords. So with our newfound riches, we went shopping, and it was a shopping episode after that. Everyone got some new gear. Barding was acquired for our owlbear, Bert. Or not our owlbear, Brynjar's owlbear, really. But he's his own owlbear at the same time.
Can we call him Albert? Ah,
Albert.
get it?
That's pretty good.
Albert. I'll be here all week. Tip your waitress. All right.
Hey. It's Fat Albert.
That's about it.
Does anyone have anything they want to add?
I don't think so.
Everyone
Lots
say,
of strange requests to the jewelry shop, I'm sure.
Everyone say hello to Mike.
Hello,
Howdy,
Mike.
Mike.
Am I dead yet? Am I dead yet?
Not yet.
No, we drew out the recap a bit,
Not
so
yet.
you're good.
Not yet, but it's
Okay.
early.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
There were a few things that I was supposed to return to or for the next day. Have we slept?
We'll get to that in just a second.
Okay.
Kenny MPL is now following. Thank you, Kenny MPL.
Thank you, Penny.
Welcome to the stream.
Yes, our award-eligible Dungeons and Dragons stream.
Wow.
The award eligible is a sticker I have on my desk.
Hell, I have to try now. God damn it.
All right. So, with that, we will switch over. I have decided we are going to use Ahmed's estate from early in the campaign as the interior for Anwar's. We're just going to recycle that art.
What's it going to be called this week? I think last week I went with the Dusty Dunes.
I think it's still the Camel's Taint.
No,
No, it's the camel's toe.
You gotta swap
It's
it
the
to double
camel's toe.
dunes now.
It was the camel's toe.
Now
But
it's the
but
camel's
can
taint.
become taint. Yay!
So if you've a date at the camel's toe, she'll be waiting at the camel's taint.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Istanbul was Constantinople. All right. Enough of that foolishness. So,
I think I've got a little more
Your date
foolishness in me, actually. But continue.
Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul.
yes. So, you are back at Anwar's. Your day has been completed. You had a heavy day of shopping. Brynjard, you had a heavy day of getting your owlbear fitted for plate armor, which
I have to.
The last owlbear size plate armor they had in stock, so that's lucky.
Yeah.
well, no, that's why it took them all day. They had to repurpose a lot of stuff and kind of cannibalize some things. If you've ever seen I don't know, it's like Reed Richards cannibalizing a transistor radio for parts or something. Like, yeah, sure, okay.
Then Bert had to sit there all patient like while they fit it up, and he was, like a toddler.
He might have eaten a few interns, but that's what interns are for.
There were probably at least one or two gnomes in there that he probably tried to eat, just out of boredom and had to be scolded.
Right.
All right, so you have you got back to Anwar's. You had a nice meal. Anwar played his instrument for you. I forgot what we called it.
Was it a sitar?
It wasn't a. You know what? Yeah, I don't know that it was a sitar, but we'll say it was a sitar. And then everybody went to bed. It is now the morning of the next day, so you've had your long rest. If you want to swap your spells out or whatever, if you're a spellcaster that can do that, that would be a good time. Will Diggles, you were saying that it was imperative you get to rest. What's going on with you?
The shopkeeper told me I had to come back the next day for the gold inlaid vial and the gilded flower.
All right, so if you were one of those people that needed specialty reagents or components, go ahead and consider that done. They rather than make you come back, they delivered it. They worked overnight and delivered it this morning because we've got other stuff we have to do.
We got Amazon.
Yeah, well, and because I paid a hell of a lot of money for this shit. About time I got some service around here.
Damn.
Listen, you
But true, though.
entitled gnome.
I give 3 silver tip.
All right, so
3-star Yelp review.
I still gotta go to the church.
3-star Yelp review.
Pyre wants to
A
go to
faithful
church. Does anybody want to go with Pyre?
I will go with Pyre.
Okay.
All right.
Bernard doesn't want to go and witness her giving away all of her money. It makes him cry.
Wow. All
I
right.
haven't seen that yet.
Will Diggles will stick around with Brynjar.
No,
Okay.
whenever you give the money away, Bernard just clutches his chest and collapses wherever in
So much
town.
shiny things we could buy.
I feel like Cal senses a disturbance in the force as well.
I actually
Yes.
spent money.
Oh, there is a great disturbance in the force. Don't you worry.
I actually spent money on myself this time.
Cal is on.
Why didn't anybody tell me I hadn't changed the art?
Huh?
Oh, yeah. We thought we were just because you were busy with the recap. So
No, that's fair. All right.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Pyre and Taj are going off to the temple.
Adventure.
To the churchy church.
Take me to church in D&D. It's really cool. All right.
Yeah, give them all your money.
So yeah, you guys go off to the Myriad Church, and you meet brother better than you
Damn.
of the Myriad Church. I can never remember what we called this guy of the Myriad Church. He looks up and he gets excited when he sees you, Pyre, because you always come in and donate a shitload of money. You
I
notice
knew-
now he's got bling around his neck and a ring on every finger. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't have that.
Designer watch.
Yeah.
and I will greet the father in a warm blessing.
You also notice that because there's a lot of orphans that kind of come in and out of this place all day, you notice that some of them looks like they have new crutches and new clothes.
That's perfect. That's what I want the money for.
And he says, "Yes, my friends, what can we do for you? Welcome back."
Coming back, safe travels as always. I always love praying here, and I always love giving donations to the church.
Yes,
As
you are very
as I
generous.
it brings me joy. It brings me joy when I can provide to the community.
We are very grateful for everything that you do for us. You notice one kid has a new fake eye. The old one was wood. This one's actually glass.
Somebody gave a kid a wood fake eye.
Well,
Think about the splinters.
It's cheap.
Jeez.
it's cheap.
You
Yeah,
gotta
true.
polish
Yeah.
it. You gotta wax it. There you go. Sanding.
Maybe it's got lacquer on it, so maybe it's nice and just
Yeah.
maybe that's
Just gotta-
smooth.
Just gotta buff it, Marbaka. Just gotta
Yeah.
buff it.
Well, now he's doing better either way.
And he looks over and he says, "What is it we can do for you today? What brings you in to the temple?"
I wish to commune with my God. And then I will be making another donation. As always. But I feel unsettled a little. So I want to make sure everything is good with me and my God. My goddess.
That is understandable. And he kind of points you the way to the statue of Amara. That sort of, in most myriad temples, you've got kind of like a semicircle, kind of like series of sunken alcoves, like around a semicircle, where it's like almost like a small amphitheater kind of setup where you've got statues of all the gods, the myriad gods, and the gods from the races like dwarves and elves. You've got Morden in here and Coralon. And then usually laying on an altar in repose, sort of front and center, is Amara. So yes, he motions behind him and nods to you and sort of bends his head and shows you the way, but you already know the way. You've been there before.
I've been here a ton.
He's showing you that you're welcome to step up to the statue of Amara.
I will step up to the statue and I will bring out my prayer wheel as one does. As one just whips it out.
Easy, you're in church.
Over here, Taj is buffing his wood.
I hate you all.
Taj is over there trying to
I hate my husband.
trying to find a way to trade something of little value for that one kid's eye, glass eye.
Here you go. I'm gonna need that guy's eye.
Yeah. So Pyre, what is it that you are communing with Amara about?
The whole last fight, like not the last fight, the one between between Morgan and Johan. Because I was conflicted the whole time, and I want to make sure things are good, or if they're not, what do I need to do?
Okay. Give me a religion check.
Totally love this.
So you feel that Amara knows that you are conflicted, but she does not hold it against you. She does not think differently of you. Um, you would take that you are still in Amara's good graces, in that while Amara feels saddened by what happened, at the same time, her stance is kind of, well, Morgan's gonna Morgan,
Yes.
and Johan gonna Johan. That
Yes.
there's only so much you can do to save people that don't want to save themselves.
Yes. I agree. I completely agree, and I am happy she's not disappointed in me, because that was what I was nervous about. Because it felt like I couldn't make the right decision no matter what I did. So.
Yes, she knows that you're conflicted, but the sense that you get from her is that as a mortal, she expects you to be conflicted about things. But she doesn't, think of you ill in any way. She doesn't think ill of you in any way.
Wonderful. And I will thank her for her guidance, as always, and thank you for her tutelage.
You say thank you for her turtleage?
Tutelage.
I thought you said turtleage. I was like, whoa, what?
I don't know what that means.
All right.
And I will get up, feel more grounded, and feel like I did the best I could with the worst I had.
Pretty much.
Pretty much what happened. And then I will go to the good father, and I will pull out another coin purse for him. Are you all ready?
I mean,
I'm-
I'm ready.
1,000 platinum.
How much?
1,000.
Oh, wow.
Oh gosh.
10K gold. They better put a whole extension wing. But you know what? Name the church after her.
Just
it's called
tank the
Fireplace
local
now.
economy.
I
Right?
just keep on having too much money.
Oh god.
So,
I
What
spend
problem
it.
you have?
all right. So you hand 1,000 platinum over to the good father. Actually,
Yes.
as a member of the Myriad Church, he's thought I would be humble brother. Yeah,
Humble brother.
you've made Brynjar stroke out. Are you happy now? Um, he is overwhelmed. He begins crying and holding his eyes up to the skies, like he's giving thanks to Amara herself. And he looks at you and says, "You don't know how much good this will do. We've already been putting your money to work. You've been so generous. We've fed so many of the poor and the homeless. We've managed to get priests, other priests in, hire more priests, make them busy healing people. It's been a real turnaround here in the less well-to-do districts."
That's what I want my money to do. It's coinage that I will never use. This time back. This time back, I actually spent some money on myself, some coinage on myself, and I still have a ton left over. So I needed to be good used properly to help the people. And I see that I point to the children who have new crutches and a new eye. I see the children being helped, and I see the people being fed and healed, and that brings me so much joy. And yes, Amara would enjoy it, but also I enjoy it. So it makes a wonderful circle of happiness.
Well, thank you once again for your generosity. And he clasps hands with you sincerely. And please be safe on your travels. We look forward to seeing you again.
And I look forward to being back again.
And he smiles and nods, and he's like, if you ever have need of us, we are here for you.
Thank you so much. I'll see you when we get revived back in town again.
And he nods and smiles, and then he nods to Taj as well, and then makes his way back to the back where you would assume he's going to put this under lock and key as fast as possible.
Thank goodness.
Last time it was 500, now it's 1,000.
Well, I mean, it's just at that once you hand that over to him, he's like, "Oh my god!" But then he's like, "I'm holding 1,000 platinum pieces. People would get killed for this."
Let me go put this in the solid gold safe we bought after the last time you were here.
Exactly.
If we consider 1 gold as $100, that goes from how much is that? 10? Is that $1 million?
That might be $1 million.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the $1 million check. Buy a new church. So when Pyre returns and all of that, and I guess Taj is done futzing with whatever invention he's working on currently.
That is
You'll,
100,000.
Goodness.
100,000. I need to do better than that. I need to get $1 million.
Jeez.
I need to do it.
Those are rookie numbers. Gotta bump those numbers up.
All right, Pyre and or no, wait, Pyre, give me another religion check.
Yeah, boy. Man,
Amara sees your generosity. You have advantage on the next attack roll or saving throw or skill check that you attempt. Also, as you're walking back over to Taj, a dark vision enters your head, and you take it as if your goddess is giving you the boon of a warning. And you see a colossal creature, not of this world or any other that you know, attacking you and your friends in Zambar.
Oh dear.
Sorry, I was writing that down. I will be like smiling, and then then Taj will notice my eyes go wide and hazy for like a second, and then I'll focus back in on him, and I'll be like, "We need to go to the party."
Oh yeah. Buyer's remorse.
No, we need to go to the party now.
Okay, let's keep going. You okay?
Let's just say I was given a warning.
Okay.
All right, and with that, we are going back to Ahmed's estate. You guys see Taj and Pyre walk back in.
Mm-hmm.
Taj, Pyre, you see the rest of your quote-unquote friends gathered around, reclining on some of the many cushions and soft couches, some of them eating dates, drinking earthy wines,
Or
eating
Nair's
bread.
case, drinking fermented goat's milk, but
Yeah, Nair drinking weird-ass fermented goat's milk.
Wonderful. I will make sure that we are all piled together, away from Emlar and his daughters, so they don't freak them out. And I softly speak to everyone, being like, "So after praying to Amara and giving my donation to the church, as I do always, she sent me a vision, a warning, a creature I have no idea of its origins. It doesn't seem like it's from this plane or others that I know of. Was attacking us in Zambar. In
Do you have
Zambar
any kind of
proper.
description?
So the creature that you saw in your vision looked a lot like this.
Oh my god!
lovely.
I will shudder, and I'll be like, it was gray and green. It had like multiple arms. but like some of them are tentacles. It doesn't really have a head, but it has a vertical mouth and weird bubbliness on its chest. It just, and I shudder. It's absolutely terrifying.
Bubbliness on its chest.
You would take those, Pyre, to be like festering boils.
It's like orange boils, like about to pop.
Filled with pustules.
You.
Does Will Diggles, has he heard anything of this in his studies, especially his planar studies?
Give me a history check, but at disadvantage.
A disadvantage history check. Let's see if I
Yes.
can remember how to do that.
At the top of your character sheet on the core page, there should be a button for. Yeah, okay, you got it.
There he goes.
So with the 23, Will Diggles, this sounds very similar to a outsider god that some scholars debate the existence of, called Narlathotep, and this seems to be what Pyre's describing. Sounds like some sort of manifestation of it on this realm, or in this world.
Do you tell the party this?
Yes, the bulges on the chest sound a lot like Gnarl. Thotep.
An
you'd
easy way to
hate.
say it is, I'm going to do it phonetically. Nar la tho tep.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Once he says that, I look to Taj. And I look to him. And I'm like, Narlathotep, right?
Mm-hmm. That is the person we're really trying to hold back.
Yeah.
You are familiar with this foe.
Yeah. Remember the creature that was trying to break in through Dawnhold from the Heroes of Dawnhold?
I've heard tales of this, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, like his cousin, I think.
No, I thought when we talked to the original party, it was, Thiza from that group. His god.
Yeah, but
And that's why Thiza disappeared.
yeah, they're the same person. A cousin of the thing that was trying to come through. Also, the patron.
You are bad at explaining this.
There's a lot of info. It all connects.
It all occurs in this.
Don't let me to get out the red string.
Pyre and Taj, give me history checks.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh Jesus!
A 0.
0.
Save us, Taj. You're our only hope.
I'm gonna tell you no right now. I'm gonna fail at launch. See,
That's all right.
That's an average of 5.
I rolled a 5.
So Taj,
Actually, less than 5.
It's
From-
history.
so
that was-
Taj, from what you recall,
Uh-huh.
the way that it was explained to you, Cthulhu and Narlathotep aren't necessarily cousins, and in fact, the way it's been described to you, they're actually kind of in opposition. Narlathotep is a servant of, what's the best way to say this? No one in your world has heard of this, who the being that Narlathotep serves. In reality, he serves Azathoth. He is sort of a messenger of Azathoth. Azathoth is the insane, chaotic god that sleeps at the center of the universe. That sort of is the creator god for all the Cthulhu stuff.
Yeah.
Flying polyps constantly fly around him and blow horns to keep him asleep. Anyway, But yeah, you guys would know that. Um, well, you wouldn't. You guys wouldn't know too much about this. The previous
No,
campaign.
No,
we're
I
a
know.
we're a little too far. We know Narlathotep is an antagonistic
Yes.
extraplanar entity. He
I know
is
nothing about Naruto except that Visa follows him, and it has something to do with the Black Pharaoh as well. But not exactly sure what it does with the Black Pharaoh.
we do know that
Oh,
the Black Pharaoh was
also a
was
follower.
also a warlock of Narlathotep, but he was able to
Control his shit and lock himself up.
yeah. Narlathotep wants that shit back.
Yeah, Naruto wants that shit back, so sent Visa that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Now I guess
So
with him straight.
Visa and the Black Pharaoh were both sort of avatars of Narlathotep's power. They were more or less puppets that he could put his power into and work through them on this plane inside Levis.
So, girl talk. Basically, those two dude bros were part of the same MLM. Evil MLM. but it's MLM.
Yes, I understand everything now. Thank you.
Would
Or you're
would
just blinks.
just security because the DM would Nair, given his drunken state of mind, would he have heard anything of the sort, like in his travels, like wandering through the desert, talking about any pick? Would he have picked up Would he have picked up anything about Narlathotep?
If he
Or
ever did, he doesn't
Cthulhu?
remember because he's drunk all the time.
True, yeah, that's what I mean. I'm saying if he that's true. I mean, if he's it's like so it wouldn't right. So you just thinking, oh, okay. He's just like, all right.
Yeah, what Pyre's talking about, this all sounds crazy.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like he says. So he basically the way he says, well, the way you described this fellow that you saw, it sounded like a dream I once had. Oh, it's kind of like fuzzy a little bit. But you said it had no head. But it had a mouth. He says, hmm. Oh, okay.
We'll be seeing
Hey.
it soon. Don't worry.
Oh, goody!
The details are.
I
You
like
think it's a
making new
vision.
friends.
What was it you said, Will Diggle?
You think it's a vision, like a prophecy.
So, how it comes to me, it's not just a vision, it's a boon of warning. It's basically her telling me, hey, this is gonna happen. Be prepared.
And you believe her.
Absolutely. With everything myself. She got me out of
May I? And
To
you
be
said
fair,
this
this
is going
isn't-
to happen in this city. Well,
It's gonna happen in this city, but it might not happen today. It might happen later. It's
well,
happening at
then I think the easiest solution then would be to exit the city. Then it won't happen.
Oh yes, we could go study the ruins.
we'd
Unless the target.
I think
I'd like to come back to this city at some point. I kind of want to retire at the church, when, this is all done.
this
There are
is
many
her
churches.
retirement plan.
I'm trying to save my retirement plan, guys.
Many cities, many churches.
Hmm.
This is the one I chose.
Well, I think that we should take the advice, take the positive side here. Listen, let's be clear. The gods have been semi-helpful, not very in this. They don't have a lot of stuff, so
There's
I
not
have-
much they can do, but when
There's-
they do what they can.
okay. I think that's a little bit naive, but
Somewhere
obviously-
Ranger 4 is like, oh, they can do plenty.
Yeah, somewhere Morgan's like, fuck these gods.
I believe Amar is kind of sticking her neck out for this part. So I say we should utilize it and make sure we can, handle this thing. So assume we're going to be fighting this thing soon, maybe even today. So if there's anything you need to get, any potions, any such and such, now's the time.
Well, we did much preparation yesterday.
There is one thing that I would grab if we're facing creatures of Nyarlathotep.
What's that?
Potions of healing.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Here we go.
He's not dealing with any freaking potions of healing today.
I wasn't getting it. I was gonna do a potion of psychic resistance. 100%
okay.
better. Clearly.
Alright, so
Does Bert
see.
get a perception check?
no. Bert does not. Sorry.
He's getting used to his new armor, probably.
So, Taj,
Mm-hmm.
Victor, and Brynjar. Oh shit, and Nair. As you guys are all talking about this back and
No.
forth. What?
Just me and Will Dougal who don't know what's happening.
As you guys are talking about this, you guys happen to look outside, and you notice there are several robed figures out in the marketplace that kind of stand out with these long robes and a warm desert city, but they're also their faces are masked. They're giving off a very sinister vibe. There are 4 of them. You see them gathered around outside, not far from Anwar's, and it looks as if, well, let me see. Hang on. Those 4 people that I mentioned, Brynjar, Nair, Victor, and Taj, give me either Arcana or religion checks.
This one I can work with.
Neither of those are really my strong suit.
Okay.
All right,
Can I roll
so,
Arcana just to laugh?
huh?
I was
What?
gonna say, can I roll Arcana just to laugh because I have a -1?
No, because you didn't see this.
I know.
So, Taj, I'm going to say everybody realizes this. Everybody rolled pretty well. It looks like they're doing some sort of ritual magic.
Okay, let's come on, guys, everybody. I'm gonna whistle and call both tarts as they're gonna head outside and says, let's go see if they got a license for that.
Yes, I see.
Do you have a
We're gonna be
permit?
cops now.
You got a permit?
Okay.
So, as you
Oh
walk
gosh, there's
outside,
quite a few of them. Oh.
as you walk outside, I'll let you guys decide which kind of order you want to be in.
I was the one who said something, so I won't say that I'm up front. I won't say that I'm not up front.
I'll be where I am.
Brynjar was, Wildigos was reading, so he was like the last to get up and leave.
Yeah, both of us were. I was discussing the monsters more, and he was looking it up in a book.
I have set my tarts to force ballista.
So, as you walk outside, who is it? Taj, you were yelling out to one of them?
Yeah, I was saying. You got a permit for your demonstration?
This figure turns its head towards you. You see now that there are glowing eyes. Its mask falls away, and beneath that mask, as it falls away, is not a face of flesh and blood, but of wriggling worms. And then the being in front of you, its body falls apart into worms.
Well, that's unnatural.
And the empty robe just gathers on the ground, filled with worms. It happens to all of the other robed figures simultaneously. And as they die, or as they, I guess should say, as they transition,
We beat them.
you feel a rumbling in the ground,
Oh no.
and then tentacles and blackened arms, and possibly big, begin to break up out of the ground.
Oh God.
I
I
need
told you he would be here.
I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Yay!
Complete surprise.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we got like what, a solid 30 minutes warning.
Something like that.
You know what? To be fair, we aren't having to run out there as as this guy is ripping people apart.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true. It'll give these
Right.
guards time to really show their stuff.
All right, get in there, guard 4.
You guard 4, I'm rooting for this guy.
I'm feeling
Oh
good
my
about him.
gosh.
Feeling good.
Oh no, where's Brynjar's friend?
It's going to go for. Oh wait, no, never mind.
All right, has everyone rolled?
Yep.
I will put us into order. First up,
Where's Philo? That was his name.
Right at the bottom.
first up is Professor Wildiggles.
I'm not used to going first. This is very strange. But he
Fireball.
recognizes when the hooded figures like transform and fall away, he recognizes some sort of conjuration going on. I'm assuming this is conjuration.
You would assume. Actually, give me as a freebie. Give me a Arcana check. You would assume it is actually a summoning.
So he's gonna do the same thing then. You know, fight fire with fire. And it's the first time I've done this, so give me a second. He is going to use summon elemental, which is concentration, and I'm going to go with. I have to choose apparently Earth.
Rocco, he's back.
I'll go with Earth. And I think I'll cast it at the 6th level.
He's back. Yay.
For context, we had a time summon named Rock,
Mm-hmm.
and he was an MVP.
Good.
Well,
Honestly,
Wildiggle's guy is.
Better name than mine, which I think was Stony.
Oh, Stony.
I liked Rocco
Yeah,
better.
Stony. Yeah.
It's a good name, but it wasn't Rocco.
I think this thing has stats that it's supposed to use. I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too. I wasn't expecting to go right off.
Yeah. Let's see. Summon.
This is one of the Tasha's versions, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
That's good. That's it, because the other one I think was that one potentially a problem. That's the one I think if you lose concentration, it just goes out of your control.
Oh yeah, this is not conjure elemental. This is
Yeah.
summon elemental.
Much safer spell.
Yes, so you can't get angry and slap the shit out of you. Not as bulky, but also not a minute to cast, so...
Although don't you do have a gem of conjure elemental for air elemental, don't you?
Yeah, I think I gave him
believe
one
so,
for...
yeah.
You could double up.
I don't know this concentration, so I don't know how that works.
That's true. I think
I don't think the gem concentrates. Maybe it does. Confirm.
it depends on if it like casts the spell or just does the effect. Who can say?
I can say when I look it up.
Yeah, these things have stat blocks. I'm trying to find them right now.
When you use an action to break the gem, an air elemental is summoned as if you had cast a conjure elemental spell. It's not saying you cast a spell, it's summoned as if you did that.
But does it
So,
say
I would
about concentration? Because
I would say
It is
no,
concentration, I'll
because
do it
you're
now.
not casting it. An elemental is getting summoned.
Well,
And it's
Is it
describing it
summon-
like if you did that.
If it's because it says summon elemental concentration up to an hour.
But it also, well, that's the spell that he's casting. The one I'm looking at is the elemental gem, which is a rock you crush,
Let's see.
and it casts.
In general, when magic items have you cast a spell that requires concentration, does it usually tell you you have to concentrate?
It usually says you cast the spell, which that implies all the bells and whistles.
I
of the
think
spell.
they made stat blocks for these things that were like specific to the spell. You know,
Yeah, they did.
Mhm.
sort of like the way that they gave stat blocks over to rangers, and they just said, "Here, use this for your land creature or whatever."
You're correct. They did.
I'm
yeah,
just
but
trying
whenever
to
you
find those stats.
I think it's
Here.
called elemental spirit.
Well, the elemental spirit is for well, that'd be the corporeal form
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
corporeal is physical. So elemental
He's not-
spirit.
And it starts at level 4, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure elemental spirit is what it's summoning.
Here, let me take a look.
At higher levels, this doesn't make any sense. When you cast this spell using a spell slot of 5th level or higher, use the higher level wherever the spell's level appears in the stack block.
Oh, well, this corporeal form uses the elemental spirit stat block. So it is elemental spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep.
okay.
Use
Here we
5e
go.
tools,
Here we go.
choose the level spell you cast it. And there you go. Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna have to drag this thing on and then
Yeah,
kind of
whole deal.
redo its
I-
stat block. Huh?
My more pressing question is I cast it at 6th level, and I don't understand the upcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so it gets 2 AC, 20 health, and
it's
it
gonna
attacks
it's
3
it's gonna
times.
affect its stats. So
Yeah,
it does an extra 2
makes
damage.
it bulkier. But the big draw is that it gets to attack 3 times instead of 2 times when you cast a level 6. So it's good.
So 11 plus the level of the spell, so that's 6. So it has 17 AC. That's pretty good.
Ah, well,
All right, let's see what else.
at least we're getting the complicated spell out of the way first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's just not do that. I cast counterspell.
it
Let's just move
You know,
on.
we spent too much time on this.
Fucking hell!
has
This spell's
70
too complicated. Let's try a different one.
It
If
has
your turn lasts more than 5 minutes, you get counterspelled.
it has 70 hit points. It has a speed of 40 feet or a speed of a flying speed of 40 feet.
I think that's if it's an air elemental.
His
Or no.
yeah,
Yes.
for Earth it should have a burrow
Yeah,
of 40
yeah,
feet.
yeah, it does.
It comes with a little donkey.
Burrow, no, different burrow.
That was
All
good.
right, let's see. All right, so Marbaka, this thing's stat block is going to be riddled with things like damage resistance, water only, air only, earth only. It's up to you to figure out which one that is and know that it is earth only, and so it has resistance to this or that.
Okay.
All right, so I think that is all we have to do. Let me make sure there's no attack modifier. Oh, there is. Okay, so melee weapon attack. Your spell attack modifier to hit. What is your spell attack modifier?
Checking now. Spell attack bonus is 11.
Damn.
Pretty good.
Solid.
It doesn't suck. All right. Hit plus the spell's level, so that'll be 6. I'll put that in here. Ooh, that's 1d10 plus 10.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Jesus. All right, so
Are you adding this to the Earth Elemental?
yeah, I literally
I'm not looking where you're looking. I'm
I-
not sure.
yeah, I know because I haven't made it visible to you yet. I was setting it up. All right, so
Oh, okay.
in players' journals.
All right. You have time to come up with a name for it before George is finished. So make it a good one.
I don't. We have to name it.
In this party, you
It's
do.
only going to be here for a minute.
You need to name it.
All right, let's find a good. Hang on, let's find a good. Let's find a good token for it.
Gotta get a good name.
Give me a second here. I'll find a name for it. Earth, or I'll find
Earl.
art for it. It's gonna look exactly like Rocco.
Yeah.
I love Rocco.
This would be Rocco the Third, or is it Rocco the Second?
The second, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, second.
Da, 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 da.
Rocco, I.
Oh, he's only a medium elemental.
Yeah, they're not big, and the Earth Elemental typically has like 200 hit points, so it's way squishier.
But this spell's also less likely to turn around and punch you and your friends. So
Mm-hmm.
Much less like,
There is that.
and you can cast it with an action, not a minute. So I think it's fair.
All right, so 17 AC and 40 feet. Did you give it a name, Marbaka?
If you don't name it, we name it.
Bumblebum.
That's what's right.
Bumblebum. Okay.
Bumblebum.
He calls it Bumblebum.
I like that name. Let's do that name.
I just look. It's like the name of a cousin of his.
looks just
Bumblebum.
like him, I'm sure.
All right, Marbaka, you have control of Bumblebum here. So
Okay.
when you cast the spell, it manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. The range on this was 90 feet, so you can put it anywhere you want within 90 feet.
I'll just throw it over here,
Okay.
and I will command it to attack, which I think it does on like it takes its turn after I'm done. I think.
Yeah.
So that's is that an action to command it?
So you'll get to do whatever you do, and then it will go after you after your turn is over.
Okay.
In the spell, it obeys your verbal commands, no action required.
Yeah, so you can just tell it what to do, and that's what it's going to do. But you can still do your other stuff as you normally would.
Gotcha. So, for my movement, I'm just gonna like step up the steps here.
Okay.
I'm totally not hiding behind this guard. I'm not. I'm just. He happens to be there. He happens to be there, and you know, it's a sunny day. It's a sunny day. A little shade. That'll end my turn, and I order him to attack.
All right. You have control of his stat block. It is at the top of the journal list.
Looking for it. Looking for it.
Here, I'll just put it in your folder. Give me a minute.
Yeah, could you? Because I see Elemental Spirit, but that's the one you had out before.
No, that's it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's got a different token.
Yeah, I know. That's because I don't like that. I didn't like the token on the board on the map just saying, just saying the
No,
name.
I'm saying I'm seeing the Elemental Spirit token at the top of the. What is this? Compendium?
Oh,
No.
okay, yeah. You're gonna hang on.
It might not have updated the token, that art, but see if it controls that token.
I mean, I don't know how to see that.
Hang on.
Well, can you move the token?
Hang on.
I can move the token.
Everyone, just give me a minute. Everyone, calm down a second. All right. All right, so I've put it underneath your character sheet. It has a different little button icon on it. That doesn't matter. Just click on it, and the character sheet will come up.
Okay.
And then you can make
So
the attacks from there.
Makes a number of attacks equal to half this spell's level. Rounded down, so 6. -3, or I mean it's 3.
Equal to half the spell's level, so 3 rounded down. Yeah.
All right, so he'll do 3 slam attacks against. Yeah, no, tap.
Narla Thotep.
Oh, yep, that's good.
23 does hit. So go ahead and click on attack to do the damage.
Oh,
14
easy peasy.
points of damage. All right, you have 2 more attacks.
So he's just brute force, like slamming into his chest, torso area.
13 does not hit. 13 does not hit.
All right, well that sucked.
Well, his AC is between 13 and 23.
Does
Yep.
that end Bumblebum's turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Next up is our friend, the spawn of Narlathotep. Oh, let's see.
This is where we learn he doesn't actually attack unless you attack him.
He's gonna one-shot Bumblebum.
Well, this may be learning experience for Bumblebum and everyone else.
So, the creature's tentacle kind of whips around the top of its head. Its big tentacle.
I want
And
my hair.
you start to feel pressure building inside all of your minds as this creature lashes out with a psychic assault. 33, I think that hits pretty much everybody out here.
Yep.
Yes.
Wait, is that one attack against all of us?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my. I mean, it's kind of useless, but I'm going to try. Because if I roll a 12, that brings down to 21. That might miss some people. I'm going to go ahead and try to. It's probably not worth it. Never mind. It's such a high roll.
Yeah, no, do it because I have 25 AC. So, well,
Sure.
it'll save me.
That's true. My close
And
personal friend
only you.
Taj. I'm going to try to use my cutting words. It is reduced by 7, so it goes down to only a 24?
26.
26. I don't know how to do math.
26. I guess I will cast shield then. Yay!
All right, so let's see how much damage the psychic wave does.
Okay.
I think 26 hits everybody in the group except for Taj, who's casting shield.
Like
Yes.
a baby.
The one time I didn't cast shield was when that ogre Roadhog pulled me across the map and then slammed me into the ground 3 times. Now.
Everyone takes 17 psychic damage
Okay.
except
Does that
for
include the guards?
except for Taj. It does, and so this thing, when it makes this attack, it makes 1 attack roll, and then it affects everything within 120 feet that it can see. And that's going to be all of these guards.
No, which one's Philo? Where is he?
Philo's at the gate.
Oh, good.
Okay, good.
2 questions.
Yes.
Well, one's not so much a question. I just realized I have durable summons, so my elemental should have a 30 temporary hit points. It is a creature, right?
Actually, let me look at his stat block.
And the other question is, does he take the psychic damage as well?
Yes, he does take the psychic damage.
Yeah.
How many
Hearts don't-
civilians just died?
A lot. Well, civilians, yeah, there's people that were just in the market. Now, luckily,
Yes.
most of the people already took off when they saw this giant thing crawling up to the ground.
Oh, today they hustle. Huh?
Why?
They got a moment. They saw this cultist and they're like, "Oh, I'm getting out of here."
Then they saw us. They're like, "Oh, really getting out of here."
You know
Well,
what? At
this
this
looks
point,
like
let's
some
just
bullshit.
level this whole place and start over. We need a new marketplace.
So,
Keeps-
there are a few civilians, old people, small children who weren't as fast as everybody else, and they fall down dead in various areas. Some of them trying in vain to make it up these steps.
It's sad. Something tells me we're not going to be welcome in this city anymore.
No, we keep killing the monsters, so
Yeah, but we're the reasons why the monsters are here.
I mean they'd be
They can't
here
prove that.
anyways, and also the whole world would be like this if we weren't here. So
The last group was asked to leave at one point.
Yep.
we asked them politely yet firmly to leave.
All right, so that'll be his turn. Next up is Victor Cervantes.
It's the one and only. I get my reaction back, which is good. Let's bonus action. Brynjar, I think, is deserving of inspiration. He will lean over to Brynjar and say, "We have need of your strength, my friend. Free of the Northmen." And you're inspired.
Thank you.
I will fly up, let's say, over to here. I'll fly up, let's say, 10 feet.
So when it's just 10 feet, when you go to click on that wing,
Just hit the, that's right, just hit one.
yeah, hover over the wing and hit one. There you go.
There we go. I always forgot you could do that. Okay, and for my action, since I have one of those, let's see. How's this angle here? Dash pretty good. Any civilians that are still alive? I'm gonna assume no.
Not in not in that direction.
Yeah. Cool. I'm going to cast Sunbeam. Beep.
There's a boy and a girl here, probably about 6 and 5 years old. It looks like they were trying to make it down the steps in front of you. And
Then I will fire an avenging Sunbeam in their honor.
All right, so
That is a Constitution save from this creature, DC 19.
This one's for you, dead children.
DC 19 con save.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so what is that? Half damage or?
He didn't make it.
Oh, it says spell save DC 18. I'm sorry. You said 19,
yeah.
right?
It should be 19, yeah, because I have an item that boosts it. But I guess I forgot to update that. But yes,
Oh,
because
boy.
of my guitar, my magic rhythm maker instrument.
68 radiant damage.
Nice. And he's blinded,
Potentially.
potentially. Well, I guess if it can be blinded, it's yeah.
If it's immune to the blinded condition, then then it's no issue.
Yep. So it takes 23 damage. And I guess we'll find out if it's immune to blinded or not.
I don't see eyes on it.
That's true.
Maybe the eyes are further up on the tentacle.
All right, I will lay one face down card and end my turn.
All right, next up is... Actually, before Nair goes, at the end of Victor's turn, the spawn of Narlathotep its body begins to shake as the rage inside it builds. And it lashes out with a howling madness as it begins to scream this otherworldly psychosis inducing scream.
Oh.
I need a DC 23 wisdom saving throw from everybody within 30 feet.
Okay.
That includes Bumblebum and Bert.
Ooh.
That does not include Victor or Will Diggles. They are outside. Or no, wait, hang on. They are within. Yeah, they are within range. Never mind.
Will Diggles is within range or no?
Yeah, he is.
That's incredibly generous of him if that was the case. Yeah.
Pyre,
no.
If
Pyre makes her her saving throw. Pyre, you only take... Jeez, what a shitty roll. 19. So that is half of 19 would be 9. You take like 9 points of damage. Psychic damage, Pyre.
Thank you.
How do I do a saving throw from the stat block?
You just click. So look, if it had specific saving throws, you would see them above damage resistances. This thing doesn't
Okay.
have any special saving throws, so you just click on the attribute above. So in this case, it would be you click on Wisdom.
Okay. Thank you. I've just never
So
used a stat block before.
that's fine. So Bumblebum takes another 19 points of damage.
You'll have to
And
make a
you said
con
the
save.
saving throw. The saving throw was 23, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I just happen to have 23. So I only take what, 9 points?
You take
off
9
that?
points of damage as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And I'm prone. That sucks.
And yeah, you're prone. If you took damage, well, hang on. Pyre and Nair are not prone, but everybody else is.
George, can you roll 1d6 damage as I fall to the ground?
Yeah, hang on. Let me put prone here on Rumble Bottom or Rumble Bum. Bumble Bum. All right.
What was
roll.
the damage amount? For fail?
It was 19.
Okay, thank you.
Victor Cervantes, you take 5 points of damage as you are knocked prone out of the sky.
Ow.
Victor,
One more con save.
Victor, give me a DC. Yeah, okay, you're good. We forgot to do the con save for Professor Wildiggles earlier, but we will we'll keep that in mind going forward. All right. So
I don't want to do it
Nair,
anyway. So.
Nair, was there anything else you wanted? Or no, I'm sorry. Hang on. Next, it is Nair's turn. Pardon me.
Okay. All right. So Nair shakes his head a little bit because he says like, because it was very loud. So he's going to go first. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 right here. As he does, he's going to go ahead and get out his staff. He's going to take. He's going to go ahead and do as a first attack here. All right.
29 hits.
Okay. He'll go ahead and do 10 then on there. He will also spend a key point to try and do a stunning strike on this thing. I doubt it's going to do anything, but might as well give it a shot. So let me see here. Where's the sting? Boom, 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 boom. So yeah. Okay. So that means he's going to have to roll a DC. I think it's only going to be a 15 Constitution saving throw. It's pretty low, so he'll probably do just fine.
Yep, he's good.
Okay. I also realized that since I am where I'm a lot, I don't get advantage on these attacks, even though that Bumblebum is like right there.
Actually, let me see. Yeah, it goes through the center of the token.
Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So then it's okay. Second attack here. We'll do that.
25 hits.
25. Okay. So that's another 10. I will spend another key point to do some do a flurry of blows. So I'll do that. And let's see. So as my bonus action, I'll go ahead and let's see. So that is going to do one of those. So that's 27.
That hits.
There's another 10. Do another one.
That does
17.
Not hit.
That
Not
doesn't
hit.
hit. Okay. All right. And since thanks to the fact that I've got what was the thing was that since I got both mobile, let me take a look at something here. Nope, that wasn't it.
My mother texted me to ask what the hell is a bumblebum.
It rumbles.
So it is
It's
a
what you experience after eating Taco Bell.
it is a creature that it is a earth elemental that Professor Wildiggles conjured up onto the battlefield, and he named it Bumblebum. It is a little rocky looking creature. All right.
Okay. 1 second.
Now I just kind of picture Sylvester Stallone.
Let's see. Nope, not that. Not that. I know there was something here that I had that, like, if I make an attack. Oh, here it is. There we go. Okay, so that means I get the benefit of disengage action. So I'm going to go another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's going to be, that's another 60 feet. Then I can do another, so I'll just go right there because that's because my base speed is 65, and that will go ahead in my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn,
Mm-hmm.
let me see. This spawn of Narlathotep will lash out with its massive tentacle
Mm-hmm.
at Victor Cervantes. This
I guess
tentacle,
I don't think the blinding worked.
this tentacle has a 30-foot reach. Let me make sure that's within our range.
I think pretty easily, yeah.
Yeah. So he will do this with advantage, as Victor is currently laying on the ground.
This is true.
27 hits you, I think.
You just barely, yeah.
You'll take 42 bludgeoning and make me a DC 15 con save.
Okay.
Don't get
25.
stunned. There you go.
All right. So
Boy, so
you
that's a DC 21 for Sunbeam.
So you make the con save. Well, no, that wasn't for.
I know. I mean, after
Go for
this.
stun.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So
Okay.
you're not stunned. That's the good news.
No
But
more Sunbeam.
the bad news is, yeah, Sunbeam goes away.
That's
All right.
right.
That'll end Nair's turn. Next up is Brynjar. Oh, why did we put a X on Bert?
I was
Because
just gonna
Bert
say,
is
is Bert
down.
dead already?
Yeah. The 2 AoE attacks were enough to kill him.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he only got like how much threat
He
points?
only has like 34 or 35 hit
it's
points.
tied to
apparently.
his level. Yeah.
Yep.
It's
tied to the
time that
ranger
Bert
level.
pays a visit to the farm upstate, man.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to bring it to you.
Yeah, that's
All right,
harsh.
Brynjar, your bestest bud has been struck down.
Which seems to happen quite a bit. But anyways, I'll go ahead and stand up and step in between the two and start attacking.
Remember, you do have an inspiration, should you choose to use it.
Thank you.
16 does not hit.
All right, guess we're using that inspiration.
Yeah, it's
It's
at your
a-
discretion. It's a D12 you add to that.
Oh,
A 17 does not hit.
Well, we tried.
well,
Got so hot and got so far.
I will use precision strike then. Or precision attack, excuse me.
All right, roll your superiority dice. So with a
There we go.
9 on top of that 1 is a 10. A 10 plus 16 does hit this thing.
That's
It was a
good.
group effort.
Right. I'm also going to go ahead and use my Blood Fury tattoo.
His blood is so angry right now.
So you try to harness the power, the arcane power of your tattoo to hit this thing with necrotic damage, but you notice that it doesn't seem to affect it.
Ooh, immune to necrotic.
Oh, yep.
Now,
So-
does the wording on the tattoo say you recover the damage it deals?
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm.
No,
Okay.
no. It's just
All right.
immune to necrotic damage. All right. So the
Doesn't
second
hit.
hit does not hit. The third hit does not hit.
Okay. I need to use my precision attack again then.
Sorry, get the bad rolls out of the way first. Shake it off.
Right?
I can give you 1 extra inspiration next turn.
Yeah, you can just
So,
roll the dice. I know what the precision attack is.
Going through my inspiration pretty quick.
So 5 on top of the 15 does not hit.
alright, that ends my turn.
All right.
Well, that's information, yeah.
Next up is
Mhm.
Taj.
Okay. Let's see. We gotta stand up. I'm just gonna have a moon to get up. And I'm going to get on closer to make sure that he's not running away too far and all that. I'm gonna make sure to be shouting to the guards, just run. Get out of so he doesn't require blind so he doesn't require vision.
All
I
the
wonder if he
guards are
can see
dead.
walls. Oh, I thought
Yeah, I was gonna say.
you guys. I was worried.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. These guys up here would be dead. Sorry.
Okay, good.
They just took a
Alright.
while to hit the ground. They were dead.
It was like a samurai movie.
Philo
Taj
is
knows
okay.
everybody-
Philo's
Taj
up
knows
here.
every-
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Philo's good. He's good. That's good.
Yeah, Philo's
about
up.
Philo.
Philo's fine.
Okay. So instead, I think what we can do is I think I'm just going to do this then. So I'm gonna do Wall of Fire. And it's going to be a little bit complicated. I want the circle form. So I'm just gonna look through the spell effects. I think we have one of those.
Probably.
Where the fuck are the spell effects? I completely
They're
forgot
in
already.
they're in the same folder with everybody's character folders.
Okay,
Mhm.
thank you. Spell effects. I'm just gonna grab this fireball and I can't make it smaller. We have a 20-foot. Is web the right side? I think it is actually. Yeah. Okay. So for now, I'm gonna just do this. And so Wall of Fire, you can either make a wall or you can make it a 20-foot diameter circle
Mm-hmm.
and all of that, and have it either do damage on the outside or on the inside. So I am going to have it be here.
1 second.
I'm gonna have it be here and doing damage to the inside. So this thing is so big that I'm still hitting it with the Wall of Fire, but even though it's only getting hit by like half of it.
Okay.
So I'm like cooking his leg right now with the Wall of Fire.
Okay.
All right, so let's do that. Now I gotta just maintain the concentration. Easier said than done.
I was about to get up and check on the boy, but he came over to me. So.
Oh,
He was
good.
checking on you.
All right. DC 18 Dexterity saving throw.
And it deals an extra D8 because of arcane firearms, so 27 fire.
13. So he fails the saving throw. Takes fire damage, but as the flames scorch up the side of its body, you notice that it doesn't burn the way you would expect normal flesh to. Almost as if it's somehow resistant to this fire.
Well, then my flames will somehow ignore resistance to resistance.
All right.
Somehow.
How about? And then Tart's gonna fire force ballistas at him. So both of them shoot. They only get
Get 'em.
one shot still, right? Yeah, I think they do.
That's
All right,
fine.
bang, bang.
That's all they need is one shot. Both of those hit.
One shot, not miss your chance to blow. 25
25.
force, and that's the end of my turn. I'm not moving him. He's fine.
All right. Next up is Pyre.
All right, so I'm gonna move over. Gonna go 5, 10.
Oh fuck!
Moving 15.
Those force ballistas are 3d8 now. Sorry.
So you can fix that then.
Yes, I'm doing that. Sorry, George, it is an extra 11, 25, 38 force damage. They are supposed to roll an extra d8 when they hit. I'm going to update their sheet right now. Sorry. It's all good now.
All right, so an extra 13 points of damage on top of what he already took. All right.
So it is 38 damage in total, yes.
All right.
Good job.
Pyre, what were you doing?
I'm gonna pull out my javelin of lightning,
Okay.
and I'm gonna launch that. And I'm activating it, so it does an extra 46 of damage.
So it line attacks and then it tries to hit him.
I think it has to hit him before it does anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So
24 does hit, though.
5. Let me see. 4. These. The 16 extra damage.
All right. Well, hang on. It does 8 points of damage. Similar to how the fire was almost affected from Taj earlier. It looks like lightning doesn't hurt it as much as you would initially think it would hurt a normal creature.
And for bonus action, I am going to cast my little buddy. Hello, little buddy.
All right.
And boop.
So 27 does hit for 6 points of force damage.
And then I have 15 feet of extra movement, and I don't want to deal with that psychic stuff again. 15. Oh, and my turn.
So as you move out of Narlathotep's melee range.
Oh.
Or wait, hang on. No, never mind. You're still within his melee range. All right.
Oh, good.
That will end Pyre's turn. Next up, we are in round 2. Professor Wildiggles, you are up.
I just want to confirm that Pyre is a medium creature.
Pyre is, in fact, a medium creature.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate. So Wildiggles will first use half his movement to stand up. Why does it say I have full health?
It doesn't.
It's just the bar. Your
Well,
your
okay,
health
yeah,
number
the
should be
bar,
good.
okay.
You look at, you're looking at 79 out of 115.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will use half my movement to stand up if I can find that. There it is.
Yep.
And then I am going to cast Dimension Door. Get the hell out of there. By myself, so just turn. See you later.
Oh, were you going to try to take Pyre with you?
If she were a creature my size or smaller. But
Hang on. Gnomes may be
she's-
small. Hang on.
Yeah, gnomes are small.
that's what I'm saying.
they?
I can't take her with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, she's a small creature. She's not medium. She's small.
Of your size or smaller. So, yeah, can't take her. That's
Oh.
interesting. I never noticed that.
I assumed that she was bigger than me.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
Yeah.
No, she is.
alright.
She is medium because she is a
Genasi, yeah.
Genasi.
Yeah.
They are medium. Well, they are small or medium.
I think... Are you secretly 3 feet tall?
No.
All right.
Like-
Yes,
Dirty,
would have had so much more comedic impact.
Dirty Meta does not win the day, and Will Diggle moves himself where now?
As far away as possible. Actually,
Go
I
off
don't,
the map?
Go hang out with Philo, yeah.
I'm way up there.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, you're way up there.
It's
Yeah.
500 range, so.
Oh yeah.
Counterspell. He's staying right here.
Oh, you
Get
bastard.
back in there, soldier.
All right. Does that end your turn?
That ends his turn, and I'll command what's his face to attack. Bumblebutt, whatever.
Okay.
I forget how to do that again. There we go.
18 does not hit. 25 does hit. 15. 29 does hit. Another 15. Very good. Does that end your turn?
Yeah. Yep, and it's his turn.
At the end of your turn,
Oh boy.
it is our friend who gets all of his legendary actions back. That's a good thing.
Yay!
And
Good for him.
now,
Got his legendary actions back?
yeah. And
I didn't know
now,
that was
How
a
boss
thing.
fights work. Yeah.
let's see what he wants to do. I think he's going to want to do the same thing he did before.
I say we let him go.
And he's going to lash out with another psychic wave. And that's going to affect everything within 120 feet.
Still getting.
I nerfed that. Originally, it was 600.
Oh god,
600 feet. That's like the whole block.
it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much was it? 120?
It is, yeah, 120 feet
War.
range.
You are still
I mean,
getting
I'm
whacked.
still, I'm
You'd
still
have to be
not
off
out
the
of
map.
You need to break line of
God
sight.
damn it.
So, that's gonna
I'm going to
be-
use my my cutting words. Try and protect some of us.
I would like to use a luck point to make him
Oh,
roll
you
the
can do
attack.
that and re-roll the roll.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on to your bardic, or hold on to your inspiration dice there.
The cutting words. Yeah. All right. We'll resolve that in that order then.
All right. That's a natural one.
I think I'm good.
that misses. Will Diggle saves the day.
Damn straight, write it down.
Yay!
All right. Next up is
I want that in the show notes.
It's not.
next up is Victor Cervantes.
This is a oof owie turn for Victor Cervantes because he has been beaten the heck out of. So I'm going to stand up.
Yeah, you got tentacle thumped earlier.
I got thumped pretty darn hard. So I've got to. I don't think if my options are either just completely bail, like disengage and try to get out of range, or I can try to hit him with a whammy. And which case I might at least burn a legendary resistance. I don't have a lot of great options here, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Victor Cervantes going for the big splashy play. We're going to cast Hold Monster.
Okay. All right. What is this? DC 18 or 19?
This is 19. I really got to update that. DC 19 Wisdom saving throw, unless it's immune to being paralyzed.
It doesn't have that. Let's see. What kind of save is it again?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Let's see how wisdom he is.
Oh, he's pretty wisdomy.
Fuck.
Wow.
Well, I'd have to roll very well to on my cutting words. I need to roll a
12.
12. Yeah, I need to roll maximum on this. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it, honestly. All right, let's leave that for now. I'm going to move 5, 10, and I'm going to drink a potion. I'm going to drink one of my 2 regular healing potions. 5. There we go. Nice.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. No inspiration this turn, guys. Sorry, I need to heal. That's it.
Don't
All right. At the end of Victor Cervantes' turn, the spawn of Narlathotep once again lashes out with its giant head tentacle, seeking to crush Victor Cervantes.
And this may be curtains if this connects.
20.
20.
Does-
Okay, that
does
I'll
hit.
cutting words. That I think I can make miss.
Come on, Vic.
6.
It
That
does
would be a miss.
That does miss. All right. Next
Oof.
up then is Nair.
Okay. All right. So, definition of insanity to repeat something. So I'll go
Oh,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Taj, are you trying
Right
to say
there.
something?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So, since I'll have advantage on these attacks again, I'm going to hit it with my staff first. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to do this one. So 18.
18 does not hit.
Nope. Okay. We'll try it again. Yep. Nope. Doesn't hit either.
Does not hit.
Okay. I'll spend another key point to do a flurry of blows. So we're going to do this. 28.
28 does hit.
Okay. So. Okay. So you got 13. And then do one more. 20.
20 does not hit.
20 doesn't hit. Interesting.
20
okay.
does not hit.
Okay. All right. Then in that case, since I did my
One of you
Uh,
earlier had a 15 plus 5, and I said that did not hit. And I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was.
okay. Well, in
It was
that
me.
case. All right. And okay. So in that case, then I will go ahead and all right. Then I will go ahead and go away here since I get another 10 feet. So that's 40, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and then 65 right there. And then I get another, let's see, and that will go ahead and end my turn.
All right. At the end of Nair's turn,
Mm-hmm.
the spawn of Narlathotep once again finds its body quivering with rage as it begins to howl out in madness. That's going to be every creature within 30 feet. Hang on, where is that?
Okay.
Where does that start off? 30 from the spawn. So 30 feet. That's going to be,
Yeah, I think everyone except the professor.
yeah, everyone except Will Diggles will have to make this saving throw.
Okay.
DC 23.
All right.
Is that wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom
Mhm.
saving throw. But you, Will Diggles, you don't have to make it. You're not within range.
No, that was Bumble Bum.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, Bumble Bun's going to take all of this damage.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
Poor guy.
Nair made his save. Everyone else failed. So Nair takes 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Everyone else takes 27 points of psychic damage.
ow.
I don't think I need to use my Flash of Genius for myself. I think I'm fine. I'll take 27.
Famous last words.
Yeah, they really are.
And that will end Nair's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Brynjar.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and stand up. And I don't really have a way to get anywhere to where I could have advantage. So let me see here. Give me a second.
Pyre, I'm adding prone to your token because you took the full damage that would have knocked you down.
I'll go ahead and do Hunter's Mark because why not? Extra damage.
And
Yeah,
I think
I'll just
that's concentration, isn't it? Or no, it's not.
yeah, it is. I think.
Is it?
It do be a concentration, yeah.
Yeah, concentration up to 1 hour.
Okay.
All right, and let's go ahead and attack.
9 is a natural 1, does not hit. 11 does not hit. 16 does not hit.
All right, ends my turn.
All right. Next up is Tajawala. Taj, I think you took damage last time.
I did. I've succeeded on my con save.
Oh, so you did. I see that now. Okay.
Yes. So now, technically he's supposed to take it at the end of his turn, but like I already missed it, so we'll just do the damage now. But Wall of Fire, Arcane Firearm is on. So con
28.
save for 28, 29 again, because ones count as twos for me.
Con save.
Sorry, deck save. DC 18 deck save for fire.
He fails. He takes the full, what is it, 28?
29, because ones count as twos for me.
Okay.
Alright, I get up. I'm going to spend half my movement to get over. I'm going to. Actually, I don't really want to wiggle too much. I guess I'll move over here. And I guess for my action, because I still need to do that, I'm just going to throw Star Missile right at him. So I'm just going to grab a star off the rope of stars and just flick it at him.
All right.
21 force damage.
21
Oh,
force damage.
yes. And now I'm going to have the tarts do a what is it when you're having a bunch of naval ships fire?
Barrage.
A barrage. So thunk, thunk,
Oh,
thunk,
broadside.
thunk. Broadside. There we go. They're slowly like moving a little bit to the left.
So the first one hit, and it did 16 points of damage.
Sorry, just 6, not 16. 16 was the
Wow,
second
that was a
attack,
really
which
bad
was-
roll.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
it was
sorry.
terrible. It's all good.
6 force damage. Oh wait, doesn't that supposed to be doing another?
That is the extra damage.
Oh,
yes,
it
that
is?
is the extra damage that I
Ooh.
already had.
Ooh. Whoa.
Yeah. So that's it.
Hey, if we're
end
taking
turn.
bets, I bet on the spawn of Nyarlathotep to win this fight.
I'm doing the numbers finally. Finally.
All right, does that end your turn?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Next up is Pyre. Pyre, would you like to spend half your movement to get up?
Yes, please.
All right.
And then I am going to 15 feet. And then I'm gonna cast my favorite spell, Beacon of Hope. So all my friends in a 30-foot sphere of me.
So
Everyone except Will Diggles.
all of your friends
And
except for Will Diggles.
And Bumblebum.
Yeah, you can heal
Bumblebum.
Bumblebum.
But
Yes.
Bumblebum, I'm getting you next turn. I'm getting you next turn.
All right. So everybody except Bumblebum
He's not going to be here next turn.
and Will Diggles.
Just so you know, wisdom saves advantage. For Victor, Cervantes, and anyone who's going to use a potion, full max heal. You don't have to roll.
That's good.
Do that.
Oh, and if someone goes down death saving throws, you have advantage.
Oh, nice.
Let's hope
Also
not that.
likely to happen.
And then after that, I have one last thing left. Why? Cheat? Why did you do? And boop does nothing. Cool.
All right. Next up, we are at the start now of round 3. This will be the end of tonight because it's already 9:54. So rather than start the next round, we'll just we'll leave off here, and Professor Will Diggles will start us off next time.
Okay.
So,
All right.
point of order.
Yes.
I will not be here next week
Oh.
What?
because that is my move-in day down in Tampa.
Oh,
That's right. Okay, go ahead and take your round, and then we will move to our friend starting next week.
Then
Okay.
I am going to move you on the list.
Yeah, you can just cycle through me. We'll get back to me eventually.
I will get back to you in 2 weeks.
There you go. The next time you play,
Can't
you
get out.
will.
There's no escaping the list.
Yeah. I don't know.
So what you're saying is the next time I don't have a clue what happened,
Yes,
it'll be my
yes,
turn.
that is how that works.
Excellent.
You
Okay.
read the notes.
You live and die by Rick's notes.
This is literally why
That's
we're
why.
letting you go right now.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's the range of that? 60 feet. Not gonna happen. All right. I'm gonna move. Am I within 60 feet of him?
Well, let's look at the ruler.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, you might have to move closer. Yeah, you do.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're not within
All
right.
60 feet of him.
You gotta start walking.
No, I can't move anything. All right. I'll move down there, which I believe is within 60.
Yep. You're good.
Okay, and then I'll hit him with the. I'm gonna try the Mind Sliver. If I can find.
DC 19 intelligence saving throw.
Maybe
That's a
he's
good
really
line
dumb.
killer.
He fails and takes the full 14 points of psychic damage.
He's not resistant to psychic. Very interesting.
Yeah, it is
if
interesting.
they're
I was-
if they're like entropy, then that's probably more like necrotic damage. So okay.
I'm kind of surprised. I expected him to have trouble with that. Anyway, I'll take one more step back, and then that'll be my turn, and Bubble Bunk can attack.
All right, but this will not be an advantage because that does not go to the center of that token.
Where's Sam?
Okay, that's the wrong thing. That's why
No.
I'm so used to doing wisdom saves. Damn.
All right, 25, however, does hit. 18 points of damage. And a 28 also hits, another 13. 27 hits, another 14.
Very good turn,
Well,
actually.
if you're gonna hit the entire time, then you guess you don't need the.
Mhm.
All right, Bernard, right here. I set you up.
Unless we get knocked prone again.
I know.
Yeah, don't get knocked prone. Don't do that.
No talking
All right.
out of turn. Thank you. No
Sorry.
talking out of turn. All right, next up is our friend, and we will leave it there for next week. We will start with our special buddy and see what happens. So, hope you guys had a good time tonight.
We did.
I actually got to use my spells.
I got beat up,
You did get beat,
but it
up,
was fun.
but
yeah.
you're not down yet.
Yeah, it's true. I have 4 whole hit points.
I mean, after
gosh.
our friend goes, yeah, you'll probably be down. But I mean, right
That's
now.
how my next character even better.
All right, y'all have a good one, and we'll see everybody next week.
Good night.
See you guys.
See you next week.
Adios.
See you again next week.
All right, good night, everybody.
For me, anyway. Bye. Bye.